In the multiverse of the demons, a new being had awakened. All the power that was being felt in the entire multiverse because of the fight of the Saiyans made him wake up and free himself from the seal that his father had put on him thousands of years ago. The son of the Demon King had awakened, and he had been sealed because he had rebelled against those of his race. He did not agree with many of the things of his father, and it is because he had a heart full of evil, and he wanted things to be much worse. He had unleashed a war in all the universes, having lost many lives, but his father stopped him and decided to seal him forever. But now he woke up, and thanks to all of Goku's fights, the seal was breaking more and more, and reached the point where the gap that divided him from the rest was too weak. Meanwhile, Goku and Nin were in one of their training sessions. A few months had passed and Goku had become stronger. During all this time of training, the chemistry between them was becoming more and more noticeable, as he was beginning to realize that he was starting to like Nin, the daughter of the Demon King. And in the same way, the Supreme Nin was beginning to feel attraction towards the Saiyan. Goku could not believe in his mind that he was starting to like someone from the race that he hates so much, the demon race. This thought was tormenting Goku, as he was trying to get Nin out of his head, but as much as he tried, it was intensifying more and more. Nin noticed that Goku was strange. She would ask him what was happening to him, because in the trainings he was starting to behave differently, and she did not understand him. Goku behaved in a cutting way, but this did not work. He realized that he really felt something for this demon, no matter how much it hurt. Time passed and both fell in love. The rumors that there was something between them spread throughout the universes, until they reached the ears of the Demon King. The other Supreme Demons were very angry to see that the Demon King did nothing to prevent this, and this was really what the Demon King wanted from the beginning. He knew this would happen. His plan was always to make them both fall in love and have a son, which would be someone with a totally unknown power, and would be very powerful. This was very beneficial to the king, so he allowed it without problems. But at that moment, the Demon King realized that a new power that he already knew had appeared again after millennia. He would realize that it was his son, Callus, and he would be surprised because he had been released from his Great Seal. The Demon King could perfectly defeat him again, but at that moment, he decided to test Goku. It was time to know if he was really worthy to be with his daughter, so he let his son do whatever he wanted and let Goku take care of him. The Demon King thought, if this Saiyan is defeated by my son Callus, he's not worthy of Nin, and I will kill him. Otherwise, he is more than perfect. What should I think? My son was released in a good moment. I will have to seal him again if the Saiyan does not manage to defeat him. Meanwhile, in another place, Goku and Nin were in their training, but suddenly a ball of energy would fall on that place, which made everything filled with smoke, surprising Goku and Nin. But what happened? Who did it? Moments later, the smoke dissipated, and Nin was speechless when she saw who it was. Goku did not understand who it was. He would ask Nin who that guy was, and why she was so surprised. Goku, he's my brother, Callus. My father locked him up, but somehow he's been released. How is it possible? Nin, I will not allow it in any way. What will you not allow, brother? I will not allow you to be with this mortal. How dare you? He's not of your race. He's from another multiverse. You cannot be with him, sister. Why be with that mortal? Such weak beings are incapable of protecting themselves. Goku would hear the words of this guy, and this would make him very angry, and he would say to the demon Callus, "What did you say, you bastard? Are you underestimating me? You idiot!" Goku, what are you doing? Don't do it, please! Nin, I must do it. This guy won't leave you alone. I see. So you want to fight. Well then say goodbye, because I won't have any mercy on you, Saiyan. Goku would increase his power and would tell him, I hope you're ready, damn you. Goku, without saying anything else, would pass at an extreme speed, and he would scratch the body of this demon, causing him too to be surprised by the Saiyan's speed. Interesting. You're not an ordinary mortal. I see that you're somewhat powerful, but not powerful enough. The demon would also increase his power enormously. Both would have a battle in which the particles and atoms around them simply disappeared, as they were under the pressure of all that power. This fight was felt by the whole multiverse, and the Demon King would say, Finally, the moment has arrived. I was waiting for this moment with eagerness. I only hope they don't make too many disasters. Both were still fighting, but this demon would perform one of his techniques against Goku. This would become imperceptible to Goku's eyes, and this would hit Goku again and again. But however, Goku not only depends on sight only to fight, so he could know where his enemy was. Feeling the vibrations and waves of the place, the Saiyan would hit the demon hard, so he would crash against several planets. Damn Saiyan, I see that you're strong. You knew how to counter my technique. Congratulations, you're the first to do it. But this is just the beginning. Let me show you my true power. The Demon King Coelus would begin to increase all his power, making the universe tremble. He had released all his power, so this, in moments, would be launched to attack the Saiyan, and he would be winning. Demon, you're very strong, but that does not mean you will win. I see with all your power, you're totally superior to me. The truth, I expected it. You're the son of the Demon King. Goku, what are you doing? You already seen that he's superior to you. Don't keep going. My brother will kill you. We haven't had enough training yet for you to have mastered your powers. I still don't care. I must kill this idiot at any cost. Kaioken times 10! Goku with this power would appear in front of this demon, hitting him with strong blows, which would leave this demon confused. But he would say, if you use this technique, I will also use mine. Supreme power, activate yourself. Both had become serious and would give their full potential. The brother of Nin had shown his true power, and Goku was using his classic technique of Kaioken. This guy had shown all his power, so even with this technique, Goku was not able to beat him. The Demon King, who was watching the fight, he was very disappointed to see that Goku was being humiliated by his son. This in itself was already beginning to annoy the king, as he believed that the Saiyan would be strong enough. But he was really disappointed by this. One of the Supreme Demons who were watching him next to the king told him, Sir, if you want, I could go and kill him myself for you, and I will also eliminate that Saiyan. I told you that he would never be able to defeat your son. You should have known that. Calm down. The fight's not over yet. Meanwhile, in the place, the demon was humiliating the Saiyan. Even if he was using the Kaioken, it wasn't enough. The demon had been locked up for a long time, and had returned with an immeasurable power. Goku would tell him, I knew you were someone strong when I saw you, but I didn't know you had all that damn power in you. Anyway, I swear I'll beat you even if you surpass me. No matter how strong an opponent is, the will that you have inside is what will make you beat him. I see, mortal. Now I want to see if you will carry on with your stupid will after that. At that moment, the demon would grab Goku by the head and would drag him along the ground. At the same time, Goku would lose his transformation completely, and he would be lying on the ground in his base state. Goku was stunned, as this had not happened to him with any opponent in a very long time. Goku always seemed to have the advantage over others, but not this time. It wasn't the same. He met the wrong opponent at the wrong time. Nin would see the deplorable state Goku was in, and she would say, It can't be, brother. What have you done to this Saiyan? You're a beast. Now I'll have to do what I never thought of doing. Nin, don't do it, please. Nin would ignore the words of Goku and would say to Coelus, I will not let you kill him. I'll use my power against someone. I never did this in all my life because I didn't think it would be necessary at some point. But now the circumstances have forced me. Sister, are you really serious? Are you planning to confront me and just to protect that Saiyan? What the hell's wrong with you, sister? Don't you see? This mortal doesn't belong to our demonic race. I don't care what you say, brother, with your ignorant thoughts. I really love him, and I don't care that he's not a demon like me. So you say you will fight? I don't think you should even ask that question, you idiot. The Demon King continued to watch the fight, and he was speechless when he saw what his daughter was about to do. He was afraid of what his son would do to his younger sister, Nin, but he wouldn't do anything, because he still felt that the fight of the Saiyan was not over. Meanwhile, Coelus realized that his sister really planned to face him, so he would prepare to fight against her. Nin would increase her power and both would start a great battle. Nin was starting to struggle the first few minutes because she never fought in her life. But little by little, her movements were getting better and better. The ordinary demons of that universe would realize that two of the most important figures of their universes were having a fight. This was very surprising for them, so they would be perplexed. They were destroying absolutely everything around them. This fight was creating huge waves that made the planets and stars to be expelled from their orbit. They were creating disorders in the universes, but nothing could be done. This did not really matter to the king. He only wanted to see the fight of the Saiyan who had fainted. Coelus would say to his sister Nin, I see that you're very powerful, but you know that you won't be able to beat me either. Don't keep doing it. I don't want to kill you, sister. At that moment, Goku would wake up and see that Nin was fighting against the demon Colas. This would make Goku angry and he would say, "No, this can't be. At what moment this guy left me like this? I can't allow to be humiliated this way. I will not allow it. I must do it now. Even though I've not mastered it, it must come out now. That guy will kill us if I don't." At that moment, Goku would stand up from the ground and the Colas demon would turn around and see that the Saiyan was still alive. But how are you still alive? Don't you get tired? You know you can't do anything. You already tried me, mortal. Now I'll make sure to kill you. Your mistake was to come to this multiverse. Goku would just look at him without answering him. Nin looked at him and knew immediately what he was going to do, and she would scream at the Saiyan, "No, Goku, don't do it! You haven't mastered it yet! I told you it was too dangerous!" "Sorry, I must do it." At that moment, Goku's eyes turned white, and he began to release a new unknown power, a transformation that he had not mastered yet, but he took the risk. Goku would make the universe tremble with all that extraordinary power. The demon did not understand what was happening, but he would tell the Saiyan, "What have you done? Because I'm not able to measure your power. What's wrong? You're starting to bother me a lot, Saiyan." At that moment, Colas would attack directly to Goku, without warning. But Goku, with little effort, knew how to dodge his attacks. The demon was stunned to see this because minutes ago, with those same movements, he caused a lot of problems to the Saiyan. Goku at that moment would make a small wave of air, which would be enough to make the demon Colas back. But what the hell? Why is he so powerful? Goku, without saying anything, would start hitting this demon, repeating the same thing he had done with him. "I told you that I'd be the one to win this fight, you bastard. You should have stayed where you came from. Now I will end your life." The Demon King would see this and would be surprised, because he saw that the fight was finally in favor of the Saiyan. Goku ascended to a new state, and he was humiliating his opponent. But suddenly, Nin would say, "No, this can't be happening now." At that moment, Goku would lose his status, not having mastered it, just when he would finish with this guy's life. "No, but what happened?" The Demon Colas would laugh at this and would say to Goku, "But what happened, Saiyan? I think you're in trouble." Nin would see this situation and would tell Goku, "You shouldn't have used it, I told you. Besides, you had enough time to kill him, but instead you preferred to play with him." Goku was now on the ground, because of the side effects of having used that transformation that he had not yet mastered. How stupid I was. I had the opportunity and I wasted it away. What the hell is wrong with me? Why should I always be so trustful? I really knew that I wouldn't last long with that transformation, but just to humiliate him, I waited a little longer. Now I put everyone's life at risk because of my stupidity. Goku would say this on the ground before he went into a state of paralysis, also because of the transformation. Nin saw that they could no longer do anything, and she had only one option left. But she didn't want to do it because it seemed very cowardly of her, and that would destroy her pride. In the end, even if she didn't want to, she had to do it, and that's what she did. The enemy would be about to launch their attack to kill them, but suddenly, Nin would grab Goku by the arm, and from one second to the next, she had disappeared, along with Goku from the scene. Colas would be very angry by this act, and he would say, "You're such a coward, sister. I swear I'll find them. I'll kill them instantly, you damn bastards." Colas would say this while suddenly, he hears a voice that tells him, "It seems to me that this will not happen. Refrain from that." Colas would be speechless upon hearing this and would say, "Ah, father, is that you?" "That's right, son. I've come to finish what I didn't finish that day with you thousands of years ago. I think that Saiyan has already shown too much. No doubt, despite having lost, he showed superiority at some point. Although his confidence has cost him the fight. No doubt I was not wrong to choose him." "Wait, you were watching the fight all this time, father?" "Son, thing is, I didn't eliminate you because I thought you could change. But you're still exactly the same as you were before. You continue to oppose me, and I've already realized that I must eliminate you, son. You've been a total disappointment to the race of demons." "But I'm your own son. You'll still kill me? Really?" "I'm not joking with you, wretch. I've been bad with everyone for millennia. To have a son like you, everyone had asked me to kill you, but I didn't want to do it for the same reason that you're my son. But if I don't set an example, no one will. No one will be allowed to oppose the kingdom. Otherwise, he will be punished, even if he is my own son. So, father, do you want to fight? I warn you that my powers are not like before. They've increased too much since that day." Colas would try to hit his father, without warning, but his father dodged him easily, making the illusion that he had not even moved. "Son, that Saiyan put you in serious trouble. Are you really capable of thinking that you can fight your own father?" Colas at that moment wanted to attack his father with all his power, but he wasn't even able to touch him a little bit. At that moment, his father, with just blinking, made his son be shot from the place and crashed against several objects. Colas would return and use one of his most special techniques, but this one didn't even have any effect on his father. The Demon King would prepare an attack and would say to Colas, "Goodbye, son. I'm sorry about this." "No, father, what are you doing? Don't do it!" "This is the end of you." The Demon King would say at that time that he would launch the attack against his son and eliminate him instantly. It would be a while after this happened. Goku took days to wake up due to the trauma he had for using that transformation without having mastered it. After he almost died, and it was hard for Nin to revive him. He had woken up, and the first thing he saw was Nin. He'd be surprised and say, "What is this place?" "Damn it, Colas, you must die!" Goku would say angrily, but Nin would answer him, "Goku, my brother has already died. In his fight, you lost your transformation and entered a very strange state because of the side effects of having used that transformation." "But what happened to that idiot, Colas? Didn't he kill us?" "He couldn't do it because I escaped. I didn't want to do it, but unfortunately I had to. It was more important to save you. If you're wondering where Colas is, don't worry. I found out that my own father eliminated him." He really did it. At that moment, Goku would be in a state of confusion. From the beginning, his plan was to kill the Demon King, but he realized that this thought was changing little by little, more and more in his mind. This idea was moving more and more away from the Saiyan's thoughts. Some time passed, and Nin would tell Goku that his father was planning a union between them, a kind of marriage, but in the way demons do it. Goku, like Nin, was in love and would accept this request. So he would be informed to his father. These two at the time went to her father, and this united them through a ritual of blood. This made that Goku now also had the blood of demons, making him a demon, like Nin. So the Saiyan would be half demon and half mortal. Goku would gain new powers by becoming a demon. In the course of time, Goku and Nin had a son, to which they would name him Eren. This one would be born with an immeasurable power. His power was so much that it was even felt by all the universes. Finally, the desire of the Demon King was fulfilled. Even Nin was astonished to see the power of her son Eren. This one counted on a force only compared to that of her father. The Demon King would say, "It's perfect. He'll be my successor." I did not expect to be born with all that power. No demon had been born with all that power before. Eren, everyone will respect you in this universe. When you grow up, you'll be the person that protects the multiverse, and you'll be the one who will put things in order. The son of Goku and Nin was born with a great intelligence, even though he was just a baby. Some years passed and Eren had already grown up. His parents taught him everything he had to know. This had even surpassed the power of his father. But Goku, since his son was born, he had not trained at any time, being busy raising his son. Everyone in the multiverse already knew the child Eren, and all respected him. The Supreme Demons were angry with the Demon King for how he treated the child better than them. These demons became jealous of the child. They would plan to do something very bad with the child Eren. Meanwhile, Goku felt that his son had been taken care of for the necessary time, and that it was time for him to resume his training. And so it would be, Goku would start training with his son. And for the first time, Goku told Eren to attack him with all his power, so Eren would do it without a problem. This boy with a single blow sent his father away, making him crash against some rocks. This fact made Goku realize that his son was overcoming him, and that was because he was not training. "I'm sorry, son, but I can't allow you to be stronger than me. I'll train and I'll surpass you again." "We'll see about that, father." Goku and his son were training, but they did not expect what was about to happen. The Supreme Demons